So, in our previous video, we understood like how API works with two real-time example. Like the first one was IRCTC example, and the second one was withdrawing ATM from non-home branch ATM card. Okay. So now, so the question here is, so whatever example I've shown till now, we talked about if one application want to talk to another application, then so someone exposed API so that through that they can communicate with each other. So does it mean like only third party exposes some APIs? So that others can talk to each other, or our own application doesn't have any API? So the answer is no. Whole application nowadays, they are built on APIs only. So whatever application you saw, right? For example, let me go to IRCTC. Okay. So this application, okay. So this is like UI, beautiful UIs you are able to see. So this is UI. Okay. This is front end, but actual operation, actual thing. So you are searching something. So what happens? Whatever data you will enter here, for example, suppose Pune to Mumbai. Okay. So this is like date, all classes. Just click on search button. So here due to COVID, so they're throwing some error. Okay. So does like this is like UI. Okay. This is front end. And what API? Where does API works? API works at the business logic layer. This is the front end layer and the business logic layer. Okay. So every application, whatever application you can consider, IRCTC, book my ticket, whether it is Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is. So everything works on UI APIs. Okay. Now I'll show you like how APIs are and what APIs looks like. Okay. For example, go to networks tab, just close everything. We'll redirect to this IRCTC. Okay. See here. See, you can see like so many things are getting called. See here, this is the request URL and this is what it is. And the request method is get. Get is one of the method, like get, put, post, delete. These are the four card operation we used to do basically through APIs. Get means it gets some information. Put means, post means we want to create something thing. And delete is to remove something from the database. And put is to update few things. Okay. So see, as you can see, like we came here and we saw like this is API, this is also API. So see, whole application is made up of API. Some APIs, different APIs have having different request and the response. So what does it indicate? Indicate like this whole application is based on APIs only. Okay. So now so this beautiful UI, it is exposed to customer to use this to do operations. But the main operation, what it is happening, it is happening at the business logic layer, where you are providing this information, you are hitting on this fine trend. So at back end, using this information, one API is going to IRCTC server, and from database it is fetching the details and it is giving to you. Okay. So it indicates like every application throughout this world, almost every application, all are made up of APIs only. At business logic layers, all works through API. Now, so this is what some little more information about API. Now what we'll do, we'll go to see what REST is. Okay. So to explain REST, let's go to the example what I have given earlier. Like one guy is having SBI ATM, it is going to ICICI ATM to withdraw money from like non-home branch. Okay. So what happens here is, when when guy went to SBI ICICI ATM, it inserted the card and it provided some information like PIN code and whatever amount it want to withdraw. Okay. So at those information, now it is available to ICICI Bank. Now ICICI banks will send those information to SBI Bank, so that SBI Bank can tell whether this guy is genuine or not, and whether sufficient balance is there in his account or not, or whether shall I disburse amount or not. Okay, so so those data it needs to send to SBI Bank, and using this API exposed by SBI. So how this ICICI Bank will send those data to SBI Bank? Okay, so to send data, they will they will send something like in some form. Okay, and here it is come representational state transfer. Okay, some representation of the some instance. Okay, so as soon as a user inserted his ATM card and other details, what happens, one instance got created, one object got created, and that object holds all the information, and the state of that object this ICICI Bank need to send it to SBI. So let me show you how it look like. Okay, so see, this is what, suppose that guy went and he inserted his card to ICICI Bank's ATM. So some location, that ATM location will be there, and this is like card number, whatever card he has inserted, and this is the PIN number. So the PIN generally used to be a 4-digit, but here to have some security, what they have done, they have encrypted this, okay, in some other encryption description, so that the sensitive information should not get exposed to other person. Okay, and what amount they have requested, just to encrypt and decrypt, they used to have some mechanism. Okay, for example, you can see here, so this is like some generic encryption decryption tool. Okay, suppose my pin is like this one. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm encrypting. See, this is what it is. So it goes, after encryption, it sends the ATM pin in this format. Okay, and when, see, this is the form in which ICICI Bank sends these details to SBI Bank. Okay, using some exposed API. For example, this is some consider this is the exposed API. Okay, so see, so this is called like JSON. Okay, one of the representational state of the object. Okay, that is what REST is. As you can see, the full form of REST is a representational state transfer. So same representation, okay, of the object, and which holds this information, it goes to SBI Bank. Okay, so this, in what and all ways this data can go. Okay, so this representational state can go in any form, whether it is text or other, but here we will consider on JSON format. Okay, it can goes in the form of XML also. See, this is how XML looks like. So this is the similar representation of this one. Okay, this is card number, this is PIN, this is the requested amount. Okay, so it looks like this. So this is what the REST is. So the main intention of showing this is what the representational state transfer. Okay, the REST. So it goes to SBI Bank, and the similar story. SBI Bank will fetch these information, they will validate, and after that they will send some response back to ICICI Bank. They will tell like, oh, is valid user, yes, this user is valid, is sufficient balance is there, true, means yeah, that guy is having sufficient balance and the current balance is this much, so disperse amount, shall I disperse amount, yes. So at that, after receiving this response, so ICICI Bank will disperse the amount. So this is what represented the representational state transfer. So it looks like something, means this data in the JSON form or XML form or whatever form it is. Okay, so but nowadays, like, many people are almost majority of the people are using this JSON notation. That's what I have shown you through this. Okay, so consider this is like what REST is. Okay, so now just a second. So till now, you have got some high level idea about APIs and REST, and what is request, how it was going, and some responses are coming. Okay, now what is this API like? What and all things it holds? Okay, how it look like? Everything I'll be explaining in these terms. Okay, like endpoint, base URL, resources, parameters. What are the different type of request we can send, like GET, post, put, delete, etc. So these things I'll be explaining in next video. For time being, thanks.